Hey, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram on down. So thanks a lot for signing in on this new show, which is called the Theme Deek Show. It's not the new show, it's a new topic, which is the topic which you have selected, social media. You can see but from the background, which is quite very obvious, you have all the social medias flying around here and there. So thanks a lot for everyone who is joining in. Let's just give a couple of minutes for people to join. We are going to talk everything about social media today. Everything about social media. Whatever doubts you have, feel free to ask me with that regards, and I will explain. Hi, Mahalakshmi. Thanks a lot for joining in on Facebook. Let's just give a couple of minutes for people to join. As you know, the topic for today was selected by a poll. I did give a poll on, do we still continue with the topic of love, or do we take a new topic, social media? I think I got 57 votes for, I forgot the numbers. I think I got slightly more votes on social media. So that's the reason I picked up today's topic as social media, right? So feel free to ask me any questions, any doubts with regards to social media, and I will respond to it. Many people have many doubts on social media. Is it good? Is it positive? Is it negative? What's the objective? Should we use social media? Should we not? On YouTube, Fatima, thanks a lot for joining in. Mo Bashra. Yeah, that's her name. So guys, let's give a couple of minutes for people to join and let's talk about social media. Feel free to, hi Zainab, thanks a lot for joining in on Facebook. So yeah, so Facebook and YouTube, only if you say something, I will know you exist. But Instagram do talk a lot, and things I can see whoever is joining, whoever is not joining. So let me talk a little bit of start with social media. I think let's give a few more minutes for people to join. There's many people coming in and going out, and I really don't know what's happening there. But anyway, so what is social media? For me, hi Sandeep, thanks a lot for joining in. So let's just give a hi Shivani. It's been a long time, I didn't see you. So that's good. Old people are joining in. Let's just give a couple of minutes for people to join. Hi Sania Wasnavi. Thanks a lot for your hi. And yeah, so I think let's just go on to the topic. Whatever questions you have with regards to social media, Instagram, please ask on the questions section, or Facebook and YouTube, please ask on the comments column. Instagram, if you don't have if you don't have the question section, put your questions in the comments column and I'll answer. Hi Jyoti, hi Thambe, hi Dr. Jitu. Hi, Soul, Pika. I think many people are taking, and thanks a lot for all the highs at the end of the day. So let's talk about social media. I'll be only there for 1 hour for this show. Hi, Preets. Hi, Soul, Pika. Everyone who has joined in. Hi, Sudha. Thank you for all the highs. So let's go on to the show now. Feel free to share this to any of your friends, whoever is doubting about social media, whoever has doubts about social media, literally anything can be asked. Make sure you ask and clear all your doubts. Basically, Durga Puja, you wanted to contact me. The best way to contact me is on WhatsApp 00971562996 00971562996 That's my number. I'll put it only on YouTube. Durga. WhatsApp me, right? That's how I could do it. WhatsApp me to contact, right? So yeah, so let's go to the topic now. I think it's enough for waiting. So guys, Facebook, YouTube, if you like the show, click the like button so it travels around your network. And Instagram, your hearts and your sharing, it's good enough for me as long as people know about the show. So let's do it. So let me talk about social media. What is social media? From my point of view, it is a type of media. And what is media? Anything what gives you information is called media. Full stop, right? And as you know, there's 2 shows. Today we're going to do one part, and the next day we're going to do another part. Until the questions come, I will be talking. If the questions are done, we got to tip back on the next topic which we had to talk about, right? So let's go back on social media. Social media is any media which we interact with, which we take information from, which is sometimes two ways, which is one way, but at the end of the day, it's all exchange of information. Now, there can be negative impacts to it and there can be positive impacts to it. Yes, and thanks to Sheholic, her name is Shilpa, she's the one who triggered me to do this topic. And obviously many people did vote for doing this topic so that it's much more benefit. Hi Style King Raju, thanks a lot for joining in. So what is social media? For me, media is any transfer of information. As long as you transfer information from one person to another, it's a medium which you use, and that medium is normally called media. That's how I understand, to make it very simple. But guys, push in your questions. So it's much more better for me to talk. You ask me questions. It's much more valuable, right? So there's many types of social medias. One is the TVs and all that thing that is somewhere won't be considered as social media. But when you come into social media, it's all those icons on the back. You know, Facebook, YouTube, various Instagram, Twitter, and all that, right? So those are the things which normally people consider as social media, anything by which you can get social with the world or public, right? So is it good or is it bad? That's the first question most of the people would ask me. But please provide correct contact 00971562996446. Durga, that's my number. It's an international number. I'm based in Abu Dhabi, so that's what it's all about. So yeah, let's go straight to the topic. Oh, I got one question. So let me see what the question is all about. Okay, so let me go directly to the questions because the questions have come. Each and every day I read on social media, I feel relatively depressed at that time. Solution: only take information which is valuable for you or useful for you. So Sanya is saying is that each and every time I read on social media, I feel relatable and depressed, and at that time, solution: only follow people who adds value towards your life. Only follow people who adds value means if there is some social media information which is giving you a negative experience, stop following those people. If your friend is sharing some negative information, unfollow them. If someone is trying to support something negative or something what is positive, unfollow them. I'm not saying to unfriend them, but unfollow. So you're looking at Facebook, you see a negative news, you get depressed about it. Stop, unfollow. Stop, unfollow. Whenever there's an emotional fluctuation for any media which they transfer to you, unfollow them. But what happens is when you take in more of these crap, automatically you are going to relate to it. Automatically you're going to have an emotional attachment to it. Automatically that would lead you to further depression in whichever way you think. So get unfollowing people, and Sanya, your problem will be solved. You completely control social media at the end of the day. Right, so that's one question I got. I hope I've answered the question. So let me talk more about social media, because for me, I give top priority questions and answers. That's most important. So there is negative media and there is positive media, and you should have the strength to know how to differentiate both of it. Because if you don't have the strength to differentiate both of it, it will start hitting you. For example, constantly you're seeing a son hitting a father, a son hitting a father, a son hitting a father. Throughout social media, you're seeing a son hitting a father, a son hitting a father. Automatically, when your father comes into your system, you are going to hit your father regardless, because that is what you're exposed to, and that is what your mind thinks most of the time. So that's how it works. Right now, there's a next question asking from Sudha. How do you use social media in a productive way? It's just one of the most best thing and the most powerful thing if you have used it well. That's asked by Sudha. Let me tell you how. Follow the things which help you to grow. Follow the celebrities. Now, celebrities you don't need to follow at the end of the day, because they're just extracting your energy to grow better. It doesn't matter whatever Shah Rukh Khan does. It's never going to change your life or anyone else's life. It's very unproductive to follow people who doesn't add. But if you want to be an actor, go and follow Shah Rukh Khan. But if you don't want to be an actor, if you want to be something which is much more, if you want to be an IAS officer, follow all the stuffs related to the IAS. so that slowly your streams get filtered, slowly your content gets filtered to what is much more valuable for you and for your growth. When you start doing that, automatically the social media will by default be productive for you. So if you want have a plan to be a fashion designer, follow the great fashion designers, follow the great fashion houses, follow the great fashion clubs, so that your stream gets feed, so you get more information, more updates. Fashion training institutes, follow them. What are the new syllabus which is going on? Follow them. Who are the great? Follow, get into the groups which actually talks about fashion designing, and then make that productive. At the end of the day, I tell everything one simple thing: whatever you see from your eyes or ears, whatever you hear, should give you some information which helps you to grow. Full stop. If that information doesn't help you to grow, it's a waste of time for you and for everyone who's getting used to that way of things. So I hope I have answered that question from Sudha. Shiholak, this is for all. Please don't make unknown friends. Why people send unknown persons? Yes, that is 100% true. One thing, there is a lot of fake things in the social media. It's not where you see these people face to face. So with time, there's a lot of people change with time, and on the longer run there are chances that you would be misused with wrong people, you would be misused with various others. So stop going in search of friends on social media. It is best to go and connect with the people. Like Facebook's policy, I really like it. It's more of a community building, right? Community building is for your family, it's for your group of friends, it's basically strengthening the community, right? So why do you go outside the community and start searching friends which is outside your community? You're asking for trouble there, right? If there is someone unknown, don't go. I know many people, we have a WhatsApp group, almost 12,000 people in that group. I've noticed many people do inter chat, right? And our rule is, if you inter chat, we are going to kick you out of the group as quick as we come to know. So, or if you message anyone else in the group, you're directly removed then and there. So, but I still see people saying hi, you go back saying hi, and then you have that conversation. Guys, if it is unknown, who is this? Let the person share the name. How do I know you? If the answer is not positive, block the person. You just don't go and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and then he does a flirt line, or the guys just girls try to impress this guy and work it up from that way. So make sure you differentiate it in the best possible way, right? Now, ideally, how much time should I give to social media? Sanya's having a question. Ideally, how much time should we give to social media? At that time, we get so carried away, spend 2 hours, harm our mental and health. See, oh, again, this cold has come. Damn. Okay, but it's cool, right? So Sanya, it's not about how much time you spend. If you start filtering out your social media, it doesn't matter you spend 3 hours or 4 hours. It's like studying at the end of the day, right? So the point is, open up your social media. Instagram, who am I following? Go to the followers list and go and check on each and every single person who I'm following. Value or not value? Unfollow. Who I'm following? Shah Rukh Khan, I'm not into acting. Unfollow. Right? Deepika Padukone, I'm not into acting. Unfollow. So when you start unfollowing these people, your social media will start getting active, will start getting positive with time. If any friend, now you look at your feeds on Facebook, your feed comes in, a murder scene comes. Who forwarded? My friend. Unfollow that friend. So when you start filtering these people, you spend 2 hours or 3 hours, you won't get carried away because you won't find any emotional attachment to these newses, right? So what you need to do is that first point, go and look in the pages which you like. Go and look into the people who you like. Help me grow or they don't help me grow. Unfollow, 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 unfollow. And when you start unfollowing them and follow the people who gives you growth, automatically it doesn't matter. Yes, Ashu, you're right. Social media provides a lot of options to go about, right? I'm Swatvik from Hyderabad. Do you remember me? Swatvik, your photo is very, very small. It's very difficult for me to figure out by the name because I think I've met two Swatviks in my life. So if you send me a pic of yours, then I'll have a very good understanding if I met. But I meet a lot of people when I travel, and my traveling, I meet everyone who wants to meet with me at the end of the day. So I meet a lot of people when I travel around India. So I've gone to most of the states or cities of India where people do request me to come down, and I do it, right? Further questions coming on Instagram. How can you make network on social media? Guys, I'll tell you something. Is there any error on Facebook Live? That's my understanding, but I think now it's fixed, Mahalakshmi. How can you make network on social media? So let's take it this way. You can do and work out a lot of networks through social media, but then if you're looking for networking, it's much more better. LinkedIn is a much more better profile because it's professional and no one is actually, okay, obviously I hear many people trying to, propose different people through various matters and work it out from there. So make sure that, you can do the networks, but make sure you have networks with genuine people. And if if it's fake, you just have to step outside and not be a part of it, right? So be very careful when you're networking. It's good to network, but it's best to use LinkedIn because if you're saying network, it's more professional. And when it's more professional, LinkedIn is much more better and Facebook is not the place. Instagram is more of the entertainment side of things. So that has to be differentiated automatically, right? I hope I've answered that question. How to use it in a productive way? Sania, I've already talked about it, right? What's your dream? What's your passion? What's your goals? What's your profession? Follow that. And that's how it works it from your point, right? The Surging Phonics. Hi, sir. Which is the best platform for blogging? See, my point, I used to start blogging once upon a time, long time ago. I used to use my website to do it. But my point is, you should have a clear understanding what's your objective behind the blogging, right? At blogging, what you have to do is that you have to write it continuously, or else the flow won't be there and that audience won't be kicked in, right? So at the end of the day, it's best to have your own website in your name or your blogging concepts name. That will be, I know it's a little bit expensive side of things, but then if you truly look at it, you have a lot of free blogging things, which is Facebook, which is Instagram. Even you can blog there through, right? So it's not that you have to have the best platform for blogging it. The secret of blogging is the audience, right? It's who your audiences are and how well you can convert those audience into your readers. That is much more important for blogging than anything else. Now, if you're trying to make money out of it, obviously you have to use different ads, Google ads, to be a part of your blog, but I'm not a fan of that. At the end of the day, if you have very good content, make sure you share it to the world in the best possible way. But then if you have positive content and if it is your own stuff, you can share it in our WhatsApp group. We almost have around 12,000 people, and you can put your name underneath and you can put your blog website underneath that and share it to them, and people will come to know about that stuff also, right? So you have to find groups who are interested in reading it. So join a lot of Facebook groups who is similar to what content you're blogging about. Share your blogs there. Even LinkedIn, you can, if it's related to professional things, you can, even LinkedIn, you can actually blog there too, right? So it's not the platform, it's what audience you're targeting it, and is which audience is looking for you to read on that. And that should be your focus. And you got to choose that platform based on it. Whichever platform it is, if you're doing a great job, people will come and read, right? So Sushant, he's alive? It's just joking, right? Sania G, you have to notice and understand the social media things are like only to relate with people's feeling and have more likes and attention money. Okay, G, yes, that could be considered one point of view. Ashu says it's not the fault of your social media. It's something you have to determine. Yes, right? Social media is never at fault. Guys, it's your interest which figures out what is most important or not. Social media is made up by those people who are a part of that social media. So if you promote negative stuffs, more negative stuffs are going to come back to you. See, I always tell people talk a lot about wrong karma. People talk a lot about if doing karma is right or not. But at the end of the day, if you share negative things, you're doing a negative karma. There's many videos where there's a horror movie coming, and it's like a very good, decent, very peaceful scene, and suddenly a horror ghost or something which scares you comes into that media and gets you feared out. What do? I got scared. Let me share it to my friends again. And basically, you're sharing that fear of so much into the system, and slowly that fear will come back to you with time. So what you got to understand here is that, guys, share only what is positive and share what is only good. Share only the truth. There's many fake news coming on. When you think or assume that this is fake news, stop for a while and share it only if it is true. If you have a doubt if it is untrue, stop. Don't share it. You completely control the social media. So when you like something, it's getting circulated within your system. So make sure you differentiate that. I always tell people, share what is good, share what is true, and make sure it is all positively related. I'm telling you, all the social media will be figured out on its own. Sudha is asking another question. How to overcome the hesitation, foolishness of facing camera and producing, not only consuming. What's that? It's a long question. How to overcome the hesitation and the foolish fear of facing camera and being producer, not only consumer on social media. I really clearly didn't understand the question. How to overcome the foolish fear of facing the camera. See, facing the camera, even long time ago, even I had issues facing on the camera, because I really I'm more comfortable in talking with people or in a crowd or an audience. But my wife was pushing me, see, you don't travel. Why don't you go on social media and do these live shows? So first, I was like now also I'm not that comfortable talking on it, because I want to talk to people, right? So that is why I make most of my question answers, so that people could benefit from it, right? So even though if I'm talking to the camera, I'm obviously picking someone and talking to that person, and that's how I relate most of my talks too. So what you need to understand here is that just give it a start. Or before all that, record your own video on Face and see how it looks. That's how you all start. You have to put in a camera. Don't go directly live. Don't produce content and flash it out. Go and have a look onto your camera and record that. And once you start recording that, slowly you start producing it, and then slowly start sharing it, right? So people go behind fake people. You're telling about fake news. Yes, because what has happened is that when you don't get your love from your own loved ones, when you don't get love from your friends and family, that time obviously you'll go outside and people go after fake people, because the fake people give them one kind of, as I said previously in the love talk, that gap filling. And fake people know quite very well of how to give that gap filling, and they keep giving that gap filling in the best possible way and work it up from there. So I hope that's how people go after fake people, right? So Ashu is saying there's something you have to determine on social media. we have to avoid the bad things which distracts you to doing for it, and it's up to us. Perfectly right, Ashu. That's 100% correct, right? So yeah, so that's it. The questions are done. I have no more questions. Great. See, guys ask me anything from birth to death, but let's keep it in relation to social media. Many people did ask me from that point of view, but if you have any questions with regards to social media, ask me. If you don't ask me, my job gets done. I kind of close the show, right? You can ask me any doubt from birth to death. That's what I tell people. But then at the end of the day, people asked a lot to put theme as a show. So that's the reason I did it. Sometimes I feel I need to get back to the topic, love itself, right? Prabhajot. So what's the best way to encourage ourselves when people tell you at every step that it's not possible? Stop listening to them. That's one best way you can do, because people will always say, see, I always tell people that when you take one step forward, most of the people would not see your front step. They'll always see your back leg. And they keep saying that your leg is back, your leg is back, your leg is back. What you need to do is that focus on that front leg and take that step. Provided it's positive, is you're not driven by any emotion, you're driven by the logic and the concepts behind it, it is all okay, right? People will always be there to pull you down. Ashu, what's your question? Ask. You don't need to say, I have one more question. You can just ask directly, right? So yeah, so I hope I've answered the question. Social media questions. I thought many people had so many doubts. See, I can talk a lot about social media, but the point here is I don't want to talk, right? The point here is that what's your doubt and what's your questions? I want to give those answers to that in the best possible way so that it benefits everyone at the end of the day. Bro, just think, Aham Brahmasvi, I am God. Our Vedas say that is true. I can do anything. Yes, that's true. You can do anything, but at the end of the day, you should know how to do everything, right? So that's the difference you have to understand. Anyways, all good. So what's your views on network marketing? It doesn't come in this topic. See, for me, take network marketing as part-time, because I don't want to say negative about network marketing, because I did even sessions to network marketing groups too. You need to put a lot of efforts on network marketing. You should really take care of the groups which you're managing well, right? So what you need to do is that it's better for you to figure out your stuffs on your own than going through network marketing. It is a quick money at the end of the day, but if you can really make your career through it, you should be completely focused on network marketing itself. And you have to work around 15 hours or 16 hours every day to get to that level which they are all talking about, which most people don't do. They have a couple of group of people underneath them and they just go on with that to the rest, and then you'll say it won't work. If network marketing had that thing, everyone would be a millionaire at the end of the day, but it's not true. My problem with network marketing is that they tend to sell you the big dreams. That's what I'm not happy with network marketing. They tell you from that point, and it's not really true, right? So you need to, before getting in network marketing, you should know the whole story, how the performance is, what you need to perform to reach to that 1 million or that 1 crore or whatever they fantasize and give you the fantasy all about. So make sure you have a clear understanding of that. See, at the end of the day, network marketing is you tend to give out a lot of energy, of your own energy to that network company at the end. It's much more better for you to do something on yourself, on your own self growth, and be someone first, and part-time do network marketing. Try it out, but don't leave everything what you're doing and get completely network marketing because you're just having a quick money or quick things from that point of view, right? I hope I've answered that question. 2 more questions coming on Instagram. Anything with regards to social media can be asked. Ashu is asking, why society is important for human beings? Very good question. Social, society, and human beings. Okay, let's say it from that way. You can still push it into this group, right? So why society is important? Because as humans, it's very difficult for humans to stay alone. So you need a family. And what happens is, if you're self-satisfied with your family, you don't need a society. But then if you're going outside and interacting with people, because of this interaction, there is an exchange of communications which happens between both, and that needs to be standardized. There should be a certain rules and regulations for a certain society. So what happens? The society automatically, because of the lot of communications between two families and two families, further other families, and as the population increases, the society is going to get bigger and bigger, and they will need, or they will require, a set of belief or set of rules which they need to follow. And those rules are decided generally, commonly, by various expenses from the past and what future is going to happen, and that society gets created. For example, for example, you should not do a certain thing. If that is decided by the society from a long term based on various experiences, the society has done it for the benefit of the society on its whole, right? So different societies are created because there should be a set rules for that society, set beliefs for that society, set ways to do things for that society. So there is harmony within the society. And if someone goes against the society, obviously they can be punished, because the law is going, so the person is going against the law, right? So I hope I have answered that question, right? So that's the reason for society. I hope I understood that, right? And at the end of the day, humans are all more communication related. So that way they will need that society to interact with. For example, like you have your family, your mother and father can't teach you, so you need teacher is part of the society, right? You need additional help, you have the helpers coming in, you need to be a part of the society, right? And that is how it works, right? Because our mind reflects society. If it's not sane, it's our mind insane, so society is a mirror of us. Yeah, that's true. That way you can take it from that way, right? So that's it. No more questions. My job is done on social media. I love it, man. I just love it when I clearly answer everyone's question in the best possible way. If you want to see whatever questions you have, feel free to ask. I'll wait for another 5 more minutes. If there's no questions, obviously I'm going to close this show, and tomorrow I'll take love topic, because that's where I get most of the questions at the end of the day, right? So, or any other new topic, because I think social media is done. That's it. No more questions. Love in social media. Do you talk to people? How do you? There's so much. See, the thing is, if you don't ask me, I don't talk, right? How much time should we waste or invest on social media? If you are learning, you can spend as much as time you want, Sona, on social media. I already told before, follow your stuffs which gives you growth. If that is giving you growth, it doesn't mind you spend how much ever on social media. You're learning. So there's no, guys, social media is not bad at all. I'm a person who's going to find positivity in everything. So make sure you get this point very clear. Spend as much as time you want on social media, provided you filter out every friend who transfers crap, filter out every celebrity which is sharing negative news, filter out every great person, let it be politics, let it be movies, let it be everything what is negative, you unfollow it, it's over. So now, entertainment purpose, that is your call. I'm not a person who's that much on entertainment. I'm a person who's more focused on my growth and nothing else. Entertainment, you can take it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, just for you to have a break. But then what is entertainment at the end of the day? Watching a horror movie is entertainment for some people, but for me it's not. It builds up fear, right? Watching someone dying on the movies can be entertaining for some, but not for me. Watching someone being killed or life bombed in real life on social media can be entertainment for many people, but not for me. So guys, differentiate what it is, right? Sometimes your words get me out of bad times. Guru, thanks a lot for that. All thanks to God. Amit, why social media is becoming toxic nowadays? Because people are sharing toxic stuff. That's all. If you have the power, if each one of you who's listening to my talk, stop sharing positive, stop sharing negative news, stop liking negative news because you're emotionally bonded with that person or that human being, I'm telling you, this will all end automatically. It is you people who's making the social media toxic and not the social media getting toxic, right? So that's how it works, right? So make sure you understand that difference and you completely control it in the best possible way, right? Guys, I don't want internal chatting among yourself. If there's something valuable you can share, feel free to share it internally, different people, but please don't talk internally on various other comments. So be careful on that, right? So we respect each other. We don't want people to cross it. Shihali, social media love works. Social media love works very, very, very rarely, right? Because most of the people are time passing there, and if it's really love, they won't use social media. They'll directly come to you, and social media is the last option for coming and meeting people because you're testing love, and when you're testing love, it's not worth it at the end. Sona saying, sir, social media have a lot of power, but people using it is spreading negative news. Yes, because there are people who are there to sit and hear these negative news. Why is the news channels sharing all negative news? Because there are people who are sitting and watching it. The day everyone stops watching negative news, the media will start showing positive news. If the whole world is finding entertainment in negative news, what other choice do you now? For example, if I tell everyone life is all positive, people will say, life is all positive. Yeah, right. But if I say let's destroy negativity, I'll get more followers for that, right? Because people like to hear destruction of negativity. That's if I want to pitch my stuff, if I use destroy negativity, I'll get more likes and more things. But if I say spread love, if I say spread positivity, who's going to like my post? No one, right? How do people get attention? Why is it toxic coming up? You need to make it more counteractive, which is meaning like when someone says yes, go say no. When someone says no, go say yes. So what is the truth? No one knows. But you keep going, say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. As long as the yes or the no, which is untruth, you keep spreading it at the end of the day, right? It is not people. It is you who controls the media. Stop getting entertainment from negative news. If you start filtering that out, I'm telling you, the world will automatically filter on its own, right? So next question from Guru again. Is social media in a place to show off or something that I feel? See, some people do show off on social media, right? They didn't get attention from the world, so they want to show off in that social media world and get attention. If you can convert that into finance or money, great going, go ahead and do it. But if you just want to build up your ego saying that I have this many followers and this is what I do, it is very short term, my friend, because you stop giving value and people will start unfollowing you with time. I hope I've answered that question. Now the serious questions have started coming. So Ashu saying, if you follow good things, then only we can see positivity. 100% right. Follow what is positive. Slowly, slowly, it will figure it out. Shushant, what's your question? Sir didn't answer my. Oh, you have it in the question section. Okay. Shushant is asking, sir, social media really needs compulsory, or we can do it in such. You can do it without it. It's not compulsory at all, because at the end of the day, if you are having a great life within your family, you don't need social media. If you really look at it, if you have the people all loving you around you, you don't need social media. Go and find out what your mother's story is. Go and find out what your father's story is. If you have entertainment in that itself is quite entertaining if you start reading it. And see what I have to learn in my family's life. It is not compulsory, but then it gives you fast growth too, right? You connect to the right people. You can prove yourself to the right people. You can make people understand what value you can give. Why am I on social media? Because I can spread. If I just sit here without coming on social media, would this live show happen? No, this live show is happening because of social media. So that's one way to spread your message in the best possible way. So it's not compulsory, but if you know how to use it, it is worth it, right? I hope I've answered that question. Next question is, so making money on social media, can you believe them? Making money on social media, can we believe them? First of all, you should understand the process of how they are making money out of social media. There's many ways people make money on social media, right? Like for example, there's genuine ways of doing it. There is faking ways of doing it. There is getting more followers on social media and doing it. At the end of the day, be careful you're within the ethics of doing things at the end. There are many good ways and wrong ways to do make money at the end of the day. So make sure you're on which side. And you find the right ways, the positive ways to make money, go ahead and do it. But then believing someone that you can make social media and paying that money, and then finally you think that they played with you, be careful you don't fall into those traps, because there's a lot of people who wants to give you free money to start with, but then you get hooked up for a bigger thing and then you lose everything what you already have. So guys, please don't go for shortcuts. If you start going shortcuts, that is where you get scammed. If you start cutting corners, if you start playing around and seeing the short ways of making money, that is when people misuse you. Everyone wants this quick money, and when you go after quick money, you tend to lose a lot of money, right? Next question. Is it you share your personal info on social media? Can one misuse it? Whatever is on social media, people can always misuse it with time. Now, how they misuse it, it is their wish. They can actually crop your photo and put it on some other body and do it also. People will believe it, that is your photo for some time until the truth is not out, right? So what you don't understand, I always tell something. Share on social media what you're willing to share to the world. Then there's no problem using or sharing your personal information on social media. Now what can happen is, but make sure, I don't like this people saying, oh, I travel there, oh, I'm going to travel here, that you're leaving a lot of people to track you down if someone is after you, right? So whatever you share, make sure it is the past you share. And if there is like, for example, I do tell my sessions where I'm going to come and where I'm going to go, right? My battery is again getting over. Sorry, guys. Let me just charge my Instagram, laptop. I always forget to charge the phone because there's so many things going on right now that I really forget to charge the phones, right? So, yeah, so I hope I've answered that question. So make sure you get that right. And I do share my information, but I only share it when I know I'm safe. I only share it when I know to what level I'm protected. I wouldn't be saying I landed here, I'm going to come here, I'm gone out of here, I'm going to do this here. I would just say I'm doing this session at this place. Feel free to come there. So make sure you don't transfer all the information, whatever you're doing, because someone, if they're after you, they're just going to track you, and understand how you go things, and that can work against you, right? I hope I have answered that question. Sushant's another question is, can we heal ourselves by positive post on social media if it's self not needed of counselor? It will if we try. See, there's many things over here, right? If you share positive stuff, if you read positive stuff. Now, for example, our WhatsApp group, we have around 12,000 people in that WhatsApp group. Every morning we send positive messages only. People just reading that, their life have begun to change. That's all I know. I don't know how it changes, how that makes a difference in their life, but then it do change people's life. If you start hearing positive, if you start sharing only positive, I'll tell you in 1 month's time, you will feel the difference because your karma gets cleaned. People don't understand. When you share negative stuff on social media, you are doing a negative karma at the end of the day. So make sure you get that right. If you only see what is positive, your mind can only think that positive. I hope I have understood and explained that in the best possible way. Ayush is saying, please help me, I'm losing everywhere. Ayush, why don't you message me and we can discuss, right? Hello, sir. I am happy now. I'm living myself, inspired me. Thanks a lot. There you go. That is Isha. Isha? Isha Hulak. Okay, so I'm happy now. I'm living myself and inspired me. Thanks a lot, sir. So all thanks to God that he figured it out. That's the power of positivity. Now there you go. You have a live example of what happened from there. There you go. Rafi also saying that, thank you, sir. I feel the change. You will feel the change. Shiholic is saying, music is enough to heal, bro. See, music is good, but then what happens here is that make sure you listen to positive music. I know a lot of people, Aman Gupta 1, I have taken your name. Ta-da-da-da. Happy? Anyways, so guys, music, make sure you hear only positive musics. There's a lot of musics which have a lot of bad words. Make sure you don't get into it. There's a great article I've written on social media, on my website, on listening to music. There was a music which people tend to talk about, I don't want to pick names, but guys, there is a lot of music which has alcohol in it. There's a lot of music which has negative words. I really don't still understand why do people listen to sad music. I still don't understand that. I don't know what you feel, listen to sad music and feel like crying. It's all, guys, waste of time, waste of energy at the end of the day. So when you hear good music, what I would say is instrumental is the best music which you can listen to, right? Yes, Shiholic, that's what. Me sharabi hu. That's an example I used 2 days ago. Make sure you don't listen to those kind of musics. Char botal vodka, that's all songs. You're just asking and moving towards take it from there. Yes, honey shake and all. So make sure you don't listen to those kinds of music, because when you are depressed or when you're feeling bad, what's going to happen is that music will start repeating into your head. So when you hear good music, best is instrumental, whichever music, it doesn't matter, even fast, even slow, for me it doesn't matter, as long as it's music and it doesn't fluctuate your emotional imbalance or it doesn't fluctuate your heart. When you hear, all music is good, it will heal on its own, right? Some people say that really rock strong music would actually give you a negative vibe, but make sure it doesn't beat up your heartbeat when you listen to it, or when you don't have that fast movement on that song. But in general, if any music gives you a good feeling and not emotional fluctuation, everything is good, right? I hope I have answered the question. What's my religion? Aman wants to know. I believe in every God which people believe in, and I believe in every religion which people believe in, right? So, but my religion, I'm born as a Hindu, but I have different concepts about each religions and the concepts, but I believe in everything related to God, because I always thank God for whatever I'm doing right now. And every religion at the end of the day generally talks about God, and it works it from that way. I hope, Aman, I've answered that question, right? So what's your preference most, Facebook or Instagram? For me, more than Facebook and Instagram, it's the people who are there on both sides of things. For me, initially, I used to have a lot of followers on Facebook, and then Facebook changed the stuff, and then they stopped sharing stuff, and then everything boiled down to nothing around, right? So my point is that if there's one audience sitting anywhere and I can share my stuff with them, I will share. Now, for example, YouTube and Facebook, I have only 8 or 10 people watching, but Instagram, I have around 25 to 30 people watching. I will still do it on Facebook if there is one person who's watching it. It's not which platform. For me, where is one person listening to me, I will try my best to come live there so that it benefits everyone in the best possible way. That's what I do. I have literally 2 cameras, right? I have one on my phone, one on there. on my camera, getting feeds into YouTube and Instagram. For me, it's not the platform. It's if there's one person listening to me in any one platform and I can share my stuff, I will share it in the best possible way, right? So, Sheholic is saying in every music lyrics about love or breakup. No, I don't think so. There is really good music which I used to listen a couple of months ago. One is Sultan's song was very good. I don't know if the Shah Salman Khan movie, the title song Sultan was very good. Then even Bhagi, that Chum 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 one song was there of Shraddha Kapoor and Tiger. That was a very good song. So guys, there are positive musics if you really look into it. Make sure the lyrics is positive and the music makes you feel good. One motivates you, the Sultan song. One brings you at ease because it's related to rain and work it from that way. Susha sir, please a little analyze and give your opinion on Sushant's mental condition. See, now, I really don't want to talk on topics which is non-related to me. Whoever talks me about Sushant, I always tell me how are you related to Sushant. If he's your brother or your cousin, or if you're going to get married to him or whatever it is, I can talk to you about Sushant. But then if you have no relationship with Sushant, he's like every other person who's having some issue in this world, trying to look for a solution for whatever it is. So my point is, more than me talking about what happened to Sushant, my point is how are you related to Sushant? If there's no relation, it doesn't add value towards your life, because there's many other people who are suiciding. There's many people suiciding, right? But what has happened is that as the game goes bigger, there's bigger game playing which is going on, which is way beyond our normal people's understanding. So more than that, it is much more better for us to focus on our mental health and get limited involvement on what is happening around the world. Because most of the people, you're so worried about what happened to Sushant. My simple question is, do you know anything about your mother, father? What's happening in their life? Do you know what's happening in your sisters and brothers' life? Do you know their mental conditions? That would be my question. If Sushant's parents, if Sushant's family members and his related people would have considered that, he wouldn't be in that stage right now if he was actually whatever stage he's in. So the point here is that if everyone goes and figures out their own family members' mental conditions and what they're going through, a Sushant case wouldn't actually arise, because that's how the world is. So I hope I have understood or cleared that point. Gurus was asking, in social media affects our subconscious mind in ways. Yes, social media will affect your subconscious mind. As I told before, when you constantly see a son hitting father, son hitting father, son hitting father, son hitting father, when your father comes, you are going to hit your father of whatever it is, right? Further question, can it be used to attract good fortune, and how? Guys, don't wait and use this attractive power to get good fortune. Go and do good stuff. Work on yourself hard. Go and get the promotion. Get educated. The good fortune will come. Good fortune are for the people who are the searchers of good fortune and not the attractor of good fortune. There are chances when you tend to attract good fortune, you might get the consequences or negativity with that good fortune coming in. You might get all the money, but not the family to enjoy that money with. You might get all the money, not the health to enjoy that money with. So make sure you don't use it for attracting stuff. Be worth it. You will get it, right? Yeah. So Rocky is saying, my mind is confused with a lot of stuff. Tell me what to do. This is not a related topic, but anyway, since the question is asked, I'll quickly reply on to that. Remember one thing, confusion is because you have limited knowledge. Make sure you get more. There's a great video on my YouTube. Go and have a look at it. Confusion, Deek Parassini. Search for it. You will get the answer. Do meditation get rid of stuffs, G? I have a different point of view on meditation. I believe that a person can meditate 24/7 in the best possible way, regardless of whatever it is. Dave is asking, what's your opinion on social media? I'm talking all about my opinion about social media. Go back to this, Dave. I'm always talking whole day about social media only. So take that easy on, right? So do meditation, get rid of stuffs. My point is, I have a different completely overview of meditation. You can meditate 24/7 if you do what you love doing. If you're doing what you love doing it, everyone is meditating. When I'm doing my talk to everyone, all my live shows, I'm meditating. That's what I believe. When I'm talking to any kid with any suicide issues or various issues, I'm meditating. I believe that when you do what you love doing, everyone in this world is meditating 24/7. True meditation is when you sit in peace in the most distractive world around you. If you can do that, you are meditating. I hope I have answered that question. Japan is asking, what do you do during, everyone is moving out of the topic of social media now, right? So yeah, mental state, mental, how to safeguard the way I'm related with him. How are you related with him, Sushant? I really want to know. Mental state, mental, how to safeguard in this way I'm related with him. Stop following him. That's what I would say, right? So if it doesn't add value to you, the more you listen to him, now that you will see the Sushant suicide, I really don't know if Sushant, whatever it is, let it be whatever it is. Sushant just selected that mode, or his body or his soul just selected that mode to get out of this world. That's one truth. But at the end of the day, because Sushant has done this or whatever has happened, many people are also going to do this again and again, right? So I agree you are Sushant's fan. I agree. But what you don't understand is that your energy is getting exhausted to whatever you're giving out. What I'm saying is that what I'm trying to say is that let Sushant, whatever has happened, let him live peacefully after this death. I would say, if you're a real strong fan follower of him, I would just let him, as we say, RIP, rest in peace, right? Okay, whatever the universe or God has planned is going to work out on whatever form it is. But at the end of the day, what you need to do is that detach from all of this, go and work on your self-growth. If you're such a big fan of this, get in, grow so big so that you can make changes, so that in future, people like Sushant should not give away his life because of whatever has happened to him. That should be your focus, on being a fan follower of Sushant, and not trying to find ways to figure out or try to get that name or fame using the death of Sushant. That's my point of view. I can be wrong. I could offend a lot of people, but my point is, if you think something has wrong happened to him, let the truth come out and make sure you go in such a form, or you grow as such a great person, that another Sushant case would never ever come up in India. That should be your focus, and not just talking, why this happened, share that and share this, justice and all that thing. That's my point of view. I can be wrong, but this is how I see it. You grow to such a level that in future, something like this won't happen to a person like Sushant once you are at that level, right? Most of you talking to me are the youth. So you can't do anything about whatever has happened, because you are not in a stage to do it. But get into the various stages in future, so that another Sushant in future wouldn't happen to him right now. So learn from this. Don't get emotionally attached with this. That's what all I'm trying to tell you, that learn from this, but don't get emotionally attached to it. Only then the truth will come out, right? Sir, if no relation, why crores of feeling empathy with him? They are feeling him as brother, son, and friend. They will do it, right? I'll tell you something. I don't know, Sushant, whatever. I don't know what your real name is. So I'll tell you something, right? The media makes everyone famous and can destroy everyone in one shot, right? So whatever the media picks, you as people, you also watch media, and it's just going to revolve round and round and round and round and round and go on with it. I'll tell you something. There are many people suiciding, right? There is a TV serial guy who suicided lately. There is a Telugu actress who suicided lately. Everyone, why are they not being considered as brothers and sons and friends? Why is that? Why are only famous people considered? Why are crores of Indian going only after the famous people when something goes bad? Right? So my question here is that look into your society, look in within your family, try to help them out. If each one of them mind their own business, the world will be a much more better place. I know I might be offending a lot of people right now, but guys, the solution is within you itself. Sushant was a family person. Sushant had his family around him. And then whatever happened to him happened for a reason. But the point is that if you put a lot of energy onto that side of things, your energy within your family will get reduced, and that revolving will happen again into your life too. So see it from that point of view, and work it from there, right? So what you're struggling a lot here. So what you're struggling a lot here, I didn't understand by that. Yeah, that's a good point, Shiholic. I really don't know why he put his name, but it doesn't matter for me. Sushant is just Sushant for me at the end, right? Sir, I have been misunderstanding with my female best friend. I thought that she was getting loose to my friends because she didn't call me, and when she came to city in lockdown, she called me. Bindi, I didn't understand your question, right? Right. So guys, let's go back to social media, right? We can just go on talk about what has happened and what's going to happen. See again, what are we talking now? We talking about Sushant is not going to change anything. Anyhow, even if I tell my point of view, what's happening, it's not going to change. It's happening in Bombay. Whoever's in Bombay can have some things to do, but again, what can we do about it? Nothing. We're just talking and talking and talking, just feeling more negativity about it, and more negativity feel about it, the more that discussion, the energy will come into a conversation and it's going to flip on. And you will see everyone would feeling a negative vibe now, right? So that's that. So same thing, when you are hearing a positive information, when you are hearing some stuff, when you slowly shift to it, you will see the energy wavelength also shifting within yourself. That's the experience I wanted to tell you, to make you understand. So YouTube is good handled by kids from, sir, is YouTube good for handled by kids from, so the question is it good for 12 to 16? It is good provided they don't get diverted to wrong things. What I tell people is that is to a certain level of age, parents should keep a watch on what their kids are doing, because sometimes what can happen is that is on a long time they could misdirect to something, right? And work it from there, right? So what you need to do is be very careful what the children's get into it, because slowly they will get diverted into many other things. The ads will divert into many other things. Now if you are looking adult stuffs, obviously the child gets the same account, he's also going to be led into adult stuff also. So the problem here is YouTube is good, but make sure you keep a watch or see what he's watching or track out what he's doing, because there's always chance, because social media is an open thing. You have good things and bad things. If that's not filtered well, the children's also will get misdirected by time, right? Sushant again, so meditation means just witnessing all the stuff's messed up in your mind, get to its origin core and clear it and get out of it. No, meditation is not about that at all. Mess up your mind. It's more than that, right? That's all I can tell you right now. So Sushant is not just one person, but you can justify it in whichever way you want, right? There have been people dreaming long time ago. It's not about New India. Long time ago also, different people have came with different dreams and they have achieved greatness also. So it's not all what is happening now. Guys, always remember something, 100 years also same things were happening. 100 years future also same thing is going to happen. You can talk about everything revolving around, it is that thing, but my point is everything will keep happening how much ever you try to close it up, because for everything, good things and bad things will always be there regardless of whatever you do, right? So So Sushant, if you're happy with it, go ahead and do it. No issues. I'm all good. So I think depression don't occur. It's just created. 100% right, Raki. Depression is completely created, right? So it's basically what I tell people is when you hold on to fire, when you hold on to fire on a longer term, you hold on, you hold on, you hold on, you hold on. What can happen is that it start burning you. So holding on to this fire, you're creating it. So what you need to do is to throw off this fire. When you throw off this fire, automatically it'll start revolving around, right? And when you throw off the fire, the depression will go. As a baby, we are not born depressed. But what happens on a longer run? You hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and that depression starts coming in from there on. Okay, Sushant, be happy with it. No issues at all, right? So yeah, that's it. Okay. See now, look at this example. Now you have bought. So this is how negativity spreads, right? You tend to get emotionally attached with a certain thing, and then boom on, boom on, boom on. You try to justify it. So what's happening? The chat is slowly getting negative. See how negative media begins to influence various other things, right? So when you start allowing things, now there's various things I can do. I can, because once I know things are totally going out of control, I filter it out then and there, right? But what I want to see, it is very good a person like Sushant came into our chat to show you of how negativity starts spreading in, right? So now you know he's going to put a lot of justifying various things and proving various stuffs at the end of the day. But here what is going to happen is that slowly the negative will seep in. Slowly you will start countering with him. Slowly everyone will taking one side, this side or that side, and slowly the whole situation is going to go negative. Just wait and see. That's the beauty. It was just perfect. He has come into this chat, and I just want to show you how it's going to influence. Now, more I counter him, the more he's going to come stronger. And then the debate will start coming in. Then the communication will start coming in. Then you will say, why is the social media so negative? Because you give chances for people to share their. Now, what has happened is that he might have been exposed to a lot of news, right? Negative news. So he's suppressing all this within himself. So now he has to throw it away, because if he doesn't throw it away, it will fill it up within his system. And if it doesn't fill up with his system, he needs to throw it. So he's going to find who is the next positive guy. Boom, 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 boom. What do you think about your point of view? Now everyone will start. What's your point of view? And when they start with their point of view, they're just waiting with the start of default answers to hit them. And that is how the negativity starts spreading. A perfect example of how negativity starts getting spreading within that system, right? I'm very happy that he has been a part of this. I was just wondering where this was going to go, but it's really great so that I could show you all a live example of how social media can be negative with time when you allow negative. So what I can do, I can filter him out. When I filter him out, the talk again comes back. The talk again calms down, and then it's going to work out on his favor, right? But still, I will keep him. I enjoy it, right? So yeah, so that's it. No more questions. Okay, there's more questions here. So how social media in a positive way? I've already talked about it. Is it important to kind of, no, that's not there. How to stop overthinking? I've already answered that. So that's it. There's no more questions here, and it's perfectly 1 hour. Guys, any more questions with that regards on social media? Okay, there's a question here on YouTube. Why does social media like Instagram take a lot of our time as soon we start as news feeding? It is going to take on your time because you're emotionally attached with that certain type of news. And the more you see those kind of news, you kind of get emotionally attached to that thing. And then what happens is once they know the pattern of what you select, they're going to give you more of those patterns so that emotional bond gets more stronger. For example, if you look for Sushant, let me take again Sushant's example. If you look for Sushant, and you see one feed, Instagram is slowly going to change your every alternate feed, the Sushant, right? If you pick up someone else, now the another hot topic is going on is Kangana, right? If you kick Kangana, then Kangana will step in. So Instagram is so well designed that if you pick up one topic of what your interest, it will take it from there, right? So from that point, it works it up that way. So what you need to do is unfollow and start clicking the right things and start clicking the right information. So slowly Instagram thinks that you're a nice guy and he puts the nice stuff in front of you, right? That's how you do it. Don't get angry. See, I'm not getting angry with him, right? So what I'm telling you is it's how I'm giving you an example of how it is, right? So that's it. There's nothing to get angry about. But my point is it was a good example he has come in so that I could actually show you how negativity actually spreads through the system, right? So according to you, social media for good or bad? Nowadays, people are using for at a very young age. Yes, social media can be bad if it is not filtered well. That's what I've been telling from a long time. So what you need to understand here is when you are using social media, if it's not done correctly, it can always be misused with you and the people also. So make sure you understand that. Always remember something. Whatever you search on Google automatically will show on your Facebook with time because they're all connected at the end of the day. So do the right decision. Follow the right people. Unfollow the unnecessary people. It will start being good with time. Right? So what you need to do is now, for example, on social media, I'm going live. Someone talks something bad in my social media. I'm directly going to unfollow him, and that's it, right? So what you need to do is see it from that point of view, and everything will work it out from there, right? So Rafia, go ahead, prayers first. Everything else can wait. Anyways, my show is done already, right? Guys, my next question: do I continue tomorrow social media or love topic? Right? It'll all end up there at the end of the day. So let me know what is that you want to know. There's few more questions. We just come back. What's that? Socialism and communism, Ashu, you want to get me into politics? I don't want to get into politics. I try my best to stay out of politics at the end of the day. So if you're honest with anyone, then why by time it only hurts us? Stop being too honest onto people. Right? Never go and tell the truth on people's face that you're not looking good. If you're married, if you think that your wife is not looking good, don't go and say that you're looking ugly. You're asking for trouble. It's going to hurt you at the end of the day. So tell the truth. If you can't tell the truth, twist the truth. If you can't twist the truth, say what is most important and then figure it out, right? So, okay, so that was nicely said by Sushant. Anyways, I like the Sushant guy, man. He's really cool. All right, so go ahead. That's it, guys. My questions are done. This is all purely based on social media. Next question from Sushant. I'm going to take again Sushant's question. So why don't you make and train counselors like you in good numbers? That's not my thing to do. Obviously, I'm going to start an NGO shortly. Maybe there could be parts with that regards on I might train people to understand of how it's going to work. Yeah. So I don't have further plans to do this. And yeah, so I didn't think of it. Frankly, Sushant, I didn't think of it of making people understand what my concept is. But whoever reads my concept, whoever understands my concept can figure out stuffs and counsel people in whichever form they can, right? All I tell people is that whatever you understand from me, make sure you share it to the world in my name or your name, regardless of whatever it is. and that's what I do. All right. Mystique is asking, what is the top beneficial things from social networking? The best thing what happens is that people come to know you, right? And what can happen is that is through your own sitting home, the world is never going to know you. So that one of the best thing on social networking is the world comes to know you, and they come to know what you do in much more quicker. Say, it's like you're asking me, what's the advantage of newspaper 10 years ago? Everyone reads the newspaper, and if your name comes in newspaper, everything figures out on its own, right? So that's the main benefit of having social networking. But sometimes you get so over attached with those networking, you might not get the true benefit. So make sure you get that. Next question again from Shahid on YouTube. Thank you for the answer, sir. One more question. Many people wasting a lot of series nowadays. Give a lot of time to them. How much you will impact their career? For 100% it will impact. If you work for your career improves. If you work for the series, you're wasting your time. Your energy goes to promote that series further down, right? So that's how it works from that point, right? So that is 100% true. Whatever you focus on is growing. So if you focus on series and TV series and all the other games or what Netflix or whatever it is, they are going to grow. If you focus on your career, you are going to grow and your career is going to grow. So that's how you do it, right? Sushant again, sir, it's not your work, it's your social responsibility. You have a huge capacity. You can easily do it in India and gain national mental health and problems increasingly. I would just leave it to the God or whoever is making me do what I'm supposed to do. I'm not here to, my intention is to spread the positive in the best possible way. For me, the whole concept of mental health is a made up concept, right? So I'm not the right person to talk about mental health, because I would say it's completely created at the end of the day, right? So for me, mental fitness is much more important than mental health, right? Sorry, mind fitness, not even mental health, right? So it's being more fit, and you become more fit by what? Filtering out what comes into your mind. How do you become more fit? Eating the right food. How do you be more fit? By being a much more performing person. So the point here is that anyone can be positive. It's a very easy thing. See what is positive, hear what is positive, and do what is positive, and feel what is positive, and hear and see. And all your 5 senses are positive. I'm telling you, there'll be no mental issues ever. But nowadays, what has happened is that everyone suicides. People make it a big news, and it further gives the energy for further other people to suicide, right? I always tell you, people can only do what you already know. They can't do something new. So if most of the people are dying off, people will think that that's the best way to leave this world, and they will work it up from that point. I hope I have answered that question. Hi, Vinu. Hi, Abdul Khader. That's it. I think I've answered most of the questions. With that regards, what's Ashu asking? All music is good. It depends on us how we react to things. No, if you hear negative musics, it will impact your subconscious mind itself. So make sure you don't go through. How do you handle depression, negative thoughts? It's 2 different questions. Abhishek, I really don't know if you're depressed or generally asking me a question. Negative thoughts, mind can only think what you already know. You keep, now for example, let's take our Sushant front again. If you constantly listen to Sushant, obviously within your system, suicide is going to be a part of that system, right? But then if you see of living people who have struggled and made his life or make that difference, automatically you will have that strength to make a difference, to make that life, right? So that's how you filter out your negative thoughts. And the other thing, handle depression, is accept the truth and go and find why it actually happened to you, right? And leave those things or release those things which is actually bothering you with time, right? I hope I have answered the question. Further around, go and have a look at my YouTube video, Is Depression an Illusion? Right? Go and have a look at the video. That will give you an idea what I see and understand about depression. I've talked to many people who first tells me I am depressed, and I end up talking with them and they would say that depression doesn't exist. So how to develop a good attitude? What's all you need to be practical in life? Observe, analyze, and see everything from a third person's point of view. That is when you get practical. When you're in the situation, it is quite difficult to work it from there. When you're out of the situation is when you get practical. So get out of the situation, observe as if some other one in your situation, and that is where the practicality steps in. I hope Ayush, I've answered to that question. Sir, make I'm smile easy to honest, good counseling, unlike boring ones, fitness, health, just technical difference. To say the whole thing same, please just think, consider my sincere request. Sir, make I'm smiling easy, so honest, good counselor. So you're giving me a compliment. I think so, right? All thanks to God, Sushant. I hope you really liked it and take it from there, right? Sushant was not depressed. I didn't say Sushant was depressed. I never even put the topic on Sushant being depressed, right? So only the truth will come out with time. Let the world and the government and the CBI do what they're doing and figure out the truth with time, right? So yeah. So that's it. Social media questions done. Tomorrow, what topic? Social media again? Or it seems like I have to pick Sushant Kumar's topic tomorrow. Anyways, let's forget that. I don't want to take that. So guys, what's the next topic you want me to talk tomorrow? Tomorrow, 5:30, I'm going to come again. Do you want to continue social media? Do you want to talk about love again? Let me know the votes right now. I'm going to start counting on the topics. Feel free to put any topics going forward and take it from that point, right? So hi Latika, hi Rohit. Tomorrow's talk of positive attitude. Mahalakshmi is saying 5 aspects of life, which is relationship, education, health, finance, and love. That's a good topic. But which one, Mahalakshmi, right? Tomorrow's positive attitude. Love topic. Rakshit, again back to love. Is anybody who just talk about unemployment and GST fed up with Sushant? Truth will come out. Okay, Ashu, let it be. You can't change anything. We talking about Sushant is never going. Friendship. I've already talked about friendship. Asifa, go and have a look at my previous IGTV or YouTube. You will see it. Honesty and love. Just pray for good. That's it. Just pray for good. Don't react. That's it. Yeah. Not even pray for good. You keep doing what is good. Everything will work on its own. Sharath, we met in Alvas. Good to know that. Thanks a lot. Uday is saying, I am in depression. That's what everyone starts saying, that they're in depression. But what's creating the depression? I'm here to talk about what's tomorrow's topic. Entrepreneurship, that's also a good topic. I'm getting various different topics. I need people to pick. I got love and friendship. I've talked both about it. So let me ask you, everyone, love or friendship? Love or friendship? Love or friendship? Or social media again? Get me my votes. Mahalakshmi says relationship. Pick on relationship. Tell me, guys, what do you want? I'm here to speak the topic, what you want. What books are my favorite? I have stopped reading from the last 3-4 years now, right? How to balance mental health? That's a good question. Wow, my energy, all thanks to God for that. Friendship has come. I got 2 friendships here. Relationship again. How we should get away. Rakshat keeps pushing me saying love. Okay, love. Okay, love. Love has started taking over now. Da-da-da-da. 4 loves. Friendship, 1 friendship. So I think I need to pick up love. Many people have responded me to talk about love. But guys, whoever has picked up love, go and have a look at my last 2 videos, part 1 and part 2 about love. And tomorrow I'll be doing part 3 again. Right? So I think love has won again. I don't know why love keeps winning again and again at the end of the day. So I'm unconfident, sir. I have color blindness and also selected in an army. Can I my medical? Sharath, I don't understand your question. Why don't you just message me and we can discuss, right? Smiley always, I'm always positive. If we can't get admission as favorite school, why is that school your favorite school? That's the first question you got to talk about. So guys, tomorrow love again. I think most of the people are still voting for love. So I don't know why people want to talk so much about love. So you won't believe, one of my friend called and asked me that he happened about Ria's case because of her TV not working. Like, seriously, sir? Huh? I didn't understand, Ashu. You won't believe, sir. One of my friend called and asked me that, hey, Bay, what happened about Ria's case because her TV is not. See, that is how people spread, right? They say, okay, what's happening? Why you have to get involved in them? There's nothing going to happen you following up. Guys, you're giving out a lot of your positive energy to Rias or whatever it is. Let the government, CBI do whatever it is. Your involvement of knowing what is going to happen to Ria or Sushant or thing has nothing. It is not going to give you extra money. It is not going to give you peace. It is not going to give you love. It is not going to give your family's love. It is not going to give you attention. It's not going to give you growth. It's not going to give you promotion. It's not going to give you a job. Nothing they're going to give you. You're just going to give out all your positive energy to discussing about this. So Ashu, stop. Thank you very much. I'm not interested in discussing about Ria. And that's how we're going to shut down the call. They all create a lot of negative energy and they're going to spread it around the world further on. If you leave and open up getting the Ria's news into your system, it will start affecting you also, right? Yeah. So Rishi is asking, what do you think about swearing? Swearing is calling bad words. That's my understanding. I'm cool. If someone calls me a bad word, I'm going to smile. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to laugh it out. So it doesn't matter if they call me a bad word. As long as I know who I am, whatever he calls me doesn't matter. If someone calls me a dog, I don't be a dog. But if you have the self-respect of a human being, you will say, how dare you call me a dog, right? So it's all about that. So love plus breakup. That's a good topic. So now I'll talk about, tomorrow I'm going to talk about love. Shilpa always reminds me of some things which I tend to miss. So tomorrow's topic will be love bracket breakup, right? How to see breakup, why breakup happens. It's work it from there. What is true friendship? Can you tell me? True friendship is very, very less nowadays in this world. Good friendship is when two people come together for mutual benefit. God bless the world, but start with me, right? So that's what I always say, right? So what's the true friendship? When two people come together for a mutual benefit and they keep growing regardless, that is all good friendship. And there's mutual growth, right? Uday is saying is a school matters in a student's life. Not really. If you're a good student, whatever student you are, you will figure out it on your own. Be a good student first. The right teachers will come and the right schools will come, right? So many people book love. So I'm going to love and take it from there. That's it. Yuga is asking, what is life? Why are we living? Where are we going? Okay. The point is, first of all, we don't know from where we came. When you don't know where we came, we can't say where we are going. That's point number one of life. What is life? Time between birth and death. It's a time given to you from birth to death. Why are we living? So that we can grow every day. Right? So when you keep growing, automatically you become justice. You give justice to the life which you have actually given. So keep growing in the 5 aspects of life: relationship, education, health, finance, and love. Keep growing on that. Your life will be showing time. I just love talking about love. Yes, Ashu, tomorrow we are going to talk about love. I used to saw all other stories before, but now I stop. Shihalik, good idea. Now, when you see all other stories, when you stop it, you will see the difference automatically influencing in your life. Guys, remember something. Whatever your mind reads and focuses about, your energy is transferring. If it is good or bad, it is transferring for sure. No one can stop it, because if you don't stop it, it is going to go. So it is your wish where this energy has to go. So Pooja saying, please tell me more about true friendship. Puhan, see, I'll give you a suggestion. There is an IGTV on friendship. Go and have a look at it. It clearly tells you all and everything about friendship, right? So tomorrow is love and breakup. It's finalized. Many people is taken. So do we need to believe in God? What's your point? It is dependent on which form of God have selected you to come into this world, right? If you are born into a certain religious belief, they have a big role on your life. And if you're deviating from it, you really justify that thing if you really need to believe it or not. And some people even do well non-believing it also, but you should know that you should do it in the right way, right? But at the end of the day, positivity can be understood with God or without God also, right? I hope I've answered the question. Shiholic saying, I used to say all to my family not to see others' story. Your positive thoughts started working on me. I'm happy with it. Thank you so much. All thanks to God that you've understood that. Stop seeing other people's news. The more you see other people's news, the more your energy transfers to the other people's news, right? Can you tell me how to overcome depression? Overcome depression is very, very simple. It's like holding on to fire. When you hold on to fire, I've kept even telling, you're holding on to something which you're not supposed to hold on to. Leave that, forgive that, release it out. That will be fine. Somewhere around you hold up your friend a lot and the person has left and now you're trying to figure out on your own, right? Me and my boyfriend became separated. It's like she got a boyfriend, we are not together. Tomorrow we are going to talk about this. The untold loser story. First of all, freaking change your name. What's this untold loser story? No one is a loser provided you think that you're a loser. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, 5:30 India time, we are going to talk about love, right? So make sure you get ready for that and we can work it out from there. Right? Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Hello. Poetry, you are my inspiration. All thanks to God. Sushant bro, I just want to say, please don't frustrate yourself on other stories. I'm concerned about you as a sister. Shiholic, without knowing anyone, don't go and make brothers and sisters and figuring out people's life, right? So yeah, so that's it. Oh, there's 6 questions on Instagram. What's happening here? Okay, Amrita is saying, sir, tell me about toxic relationship. Why do people become manipulative? What's there behind that mentality? Amrita, tomorrow we are going to talk about love, relationships, breakups, and all that. So I will answer this tomorrow at 5:30 to 6:30. I do 5:30, right? Yeah, 5:30 to 6:30. We will do this talk, right? So what are the new questions that have come? That's it. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it for tomorrow. Mystic Prachi, I talk about parents, right? One day I did talk about parents and relationship with parents. I don't know why you want me to take again parents. Sushant is saying, I'm not frustrated, but felt for him as he was brutally killed. Sushant, wait for the truth to come out, right? Most of the media is going to put if, but, that, this, it could be, and all that thing. And you're just going to go on the round of entertainment which people are giving you. So just wait and see. Let the truth come out. Let the CBI do the stuff what they need to do, right? So work it from that point, right? You have no idea how people's lives are going on. And as you go on the high level side of things, there is a lot of things which is going on which cannot be understood like normal people like us. Right, so that's it, guys. Tomorrow, let's talk about breakup tomorrow. There's many people talking about breakup with friends, breakup with lovers, there's breakup with many other relationships. So let's just pick up breakup with friends and do it from there. He slept? He sleep? Baby, wake up? My kid has woken up now. He's going to get active shortly. Right, so Amrita is saying, I don't know if you remember me, that where some of us, me, girl, Neeru, and someone people get high when love topic is on. Yes, I know that, Amrita, for sure. Yeah, so we're going to do that tomorrow. Yugadi, I always compare myself with others. I feel that I'm not looking good. What should I do? Stop comparing yourself with others. Every time you compare, you reduce your self-worth. Every time you say that someone's looking good, indirectly you're saying you're not looking good. The more you compare yourself with someone else, the more you work it from that point of view. Guys, Rupesh, your photo is so very small by name. I always forget people's name. I always relate to people's pictures, right? And then relate to it and work it out from there, right? I understood by a question, Puhan, see that it is your friend who has gone away. Let's talk all about breakup tomorrow. Arctic breakup with best friend. I think more than love, let me make tomorrow's topic breakup, right? So that we can talk about that in the, I'll put the heart broken up logo. Let me see if I can find it. And we'll take it from there. That's it, guys. My baby has come. Baby, all good? Good? Yes, he's fine. He just woke up from sleep. So guys, thank you everyone. It was a pleasure having this call. I hope you have learned a lot about social media. I really don't know. So I asked a question, answer it. What's Sushant's question again? What's his question? Sushant is not related to how does startup with creative ideas employ people help ideating. What does ideating mean? Sometimes people ask this. Difficult words. Ideating is form or idea. How do you want to ideate? So how do you get ideas? Put good information onto your head. You can only create ideas when you have the right knowledge. But if you get attached to Sushant a lot, your minds will be forming ideas in relation to Sushant and his life. So what you need to do is just stop for a while. If you want good ideas to come, you need to put in good information into your head. It's only when you put good information into your head, you can really think in a proper way and or a proper sense. Because if you don't do that, you can never think in the right sense. So what you need to do is that filter out all these negative things and then slowly take it from there. My friend R went away from me, suggest me how to overcome. Poo and Shri just message me on Instagram and I'll discuss. I will send you a video about what happens, what to do when friends leave you, or about friendship and over-attachment of friendship, and we can discuss about it, right? Or we can talk tomorrow about breakup in relationship. I'll put it that way. Tomorrow's topic is breakup in relationship. It can be friends, it can be girlfriend, it can be good friends, it can be best friend, it can be family, or whatever it is, right? Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure. Rakshay, don't worry. I'm taking love and breakup also into that from that, right? So yeah. Again, Sushant has come back. So it's good to have empathy, but make sure you don't get emotionally attached to the situation, because your energy is being transferred there and your ideating won't start working there. So that's all I'm trying to say. One more thing want to tell us before going, what do I want to tell? Ashu, did you tell me to talk about something? I remember you telling me something that I need to talk about. I still forgot what it is. I told you to tell me on the message and I will come back to you, right? So what is it? What is that you wanted to ask me? I forgot. That's it, guys. It's been a long time. I already talked for 1 hour, 48 minutes, 38 minutes. That's quite a long time. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about breakup in relationships, how to manage it, how to play with it. Why do people break up? What's the reason for it? Love and everything again with that regards. Tomorrow at 5:30 to 6:30 or 7. Feel free to be a part of it. Share it with all your friends who are going to break up. I'll share the link on my YouTube, on my WhatsApp, or I will share that into my stories. So stay tuned. I normally share the YouTube link, but then be a part of it in whichever way you like, right? It is a pleasure. So you try it, take risks. I can go on talking. I have no issues, but my kid has come here. He's just in a very sleepy mode, in a very boring mode. So share it with your friends. The link I will share. If you are there in my WhatsApp, I'll share the link in a couple of hours and you can share it with everyone. Let's talk about breakup now and relationship tomorrow at 5:30, right? There is no show on Saturdays and Sundays for this week. Just to tell you that it's mainly because no one wants to do a voice call with me or a video conference with me. So if you or anyone is interested to have a video conference with me, let me know. You can come live and have a talk with me on any topic. If Sushant wants to talk about Sushant, I can come and do a live talk on Sushant also, right? So whoever wants, that's the time when I give to have whatever discussions or whichever discussions which you want to do, right? So take it from there. Thank you, everyone. If you're interested to have a video conference with me, Saturday and Sunday, this Saturday and Sunday is open. If then no one comes, obviously I won't do the show. For me, my Saturday and Sunday gets quite relaxing, and I can relax and do more others. Not relax, start a little more writing my book, which I'm starting to work on. So it's a pleasure, everyone. Thank you. See you tomorrow, 5:30. No, sir, before you going, one useful thing to everyone. So what all this while I was saying non-useless stuff, that's what you're trying to say, Ashu? It's very simple. Follow the people who adds value on your social media. Unfollow literally everyone. Unfollow literally every single person who doesn't add value towards your life. Like, go on to your liking pages, go on to your things or whatever social media, and go and see each and every followers who you're following. Helping me grow, helping me not grow, emotionally affecting me, unfollow, helping me not grow, unfollow. Start doing that. Unfollow all your friend who's sharing crap, who's sharing negativity, who's sharing about things which you don't want to relate to. Unfollow, 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 unfollow. And I'm telling you, social media will be completely in your control, and that's how you filter it out. That's the last thing I want to talk about social media. And the other thing, last thing, is make sure you share good stuff in the world. Make sure to share good stuff in the world. Share what is good, share what is positive. Don't share what is fear. Don't share because you're emotionally attached to a certain news. You start filtering your social media of sharing. I'm telling you, the world will start sharing good stuff to you only, right? These are two things I want to share at the end of the show. What about relatives? Can you unfollow? Yes, you can unfollow them. It doesn't matter. You can unfollow anyone. Don't unfriend them, unfollow them, right? So that's what you got to do. Thank you, everyone. It is a pleasure. Tomorrow at 5:30, we are going to talk about breakup in relationship, the most hottest topic. 97, 8, 60% of the girls and boys, they come to me is always with the breakup issue. So, and I'm obviously help to make them understand how it is. So yeah. Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure. Tomorrow, 5:30. I'll meet you. Whatever you learn from me, make sure you share to the world in my name, your name, whichever way it is. And if you want to get more updates on mine, be a part of my WhatsApp group. If you have it, make sure it's there on my Instagram stories of how you can be a part of my WhatsApp group. So be a part of it. There's around 1,000 people now. Still want to grow as much as you can, so people get the latest update on my shows or on my content and on my thing. It is a pleasure. See you, everyone. See you tomorrow, and we will rock it up on this new topic of breakup in relationship. See you. Ta-ta. Bye-bye. Let me shut down what? I'll close down in YouTube. So YouTube views.